Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for Wake You Math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select Math from the subject tab, scroll down to Grade 2 Math, and then click on View All Lessons. The chapters we're going to start with the chapter Units of Measurement. The lessons we're going to cover today are which customary unit of length is appropriate, customary units of length word problem, which customary unit of weight is appropriate, and which customary unit of volume is appropriate. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. I'm on grade 2 math. The chapter we're on right now is unit of measurement. Let's just start with the lesson, which is better estimate for the height of our shower head. The height of the shower head is 5 inches. Let's just start with the test questions. Which is a better estimate for the length of a bath mat? That is 2 feet because 2 inches is too small for the length of the bath mat. Which is a better estimate for the length of a parking space? 7 yards, 7 inches. That is the length of the parking space, right? So it must be 7 yards, right? 7 inches is too small for the length of the parking space. The basic thing here is you need to learn about the different units, right? You have to see which unit is used to measure the small things and which one is used to measure the large things. Which is a better estimate for the length of a TV remote? The length of the TV remote must be 11 inches because 11 yard is too big for the length of the TV remote. which is a better estimate for the height of a car, 5 inches, 5 feet. So 5 feet is too small for the, sorry, 5 inches is too small for the height of a car. It must be 5 feet. Option number 2 is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the length of a basketball court? So which is the correct option? Basketball court, that is 29 yards. 29 feet is too small for the basketball court. Which is the better estimate for the length of an airplane? So which is the correct option? 44 yards or 44 feet? The correct option is 44 feet because that is the length of an airplane. 44 yards is, no, that is 44 yards. Which is a better estimate for the height of a robin? 10 feet, 10 inches. So which is the correct option? Robin, it would be 10 inches. Option number 2 is the correct option because 10 feet is too long for the height of the robin. Which is a better estimate for the length of a belt? 1 yard, 1 inch. 1 inch is too small. It must be 1 yard. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the length of a fire truck? That is 26 yards. Option number 2 is the correct option. 26 feet it is. which is a better estimate for the length of a great white shark. Great white shark, and that must be 16 feet, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Customer units of length or problems. Let's just start with the lesson. Let's just start with the test questions. You can. Wayne's couch is 7 feet long. Jenny's couch is 2 feet longer than Wayne's. Ali's couch is 1 feet shorter than Wayne's. So, which couch is longer than 8 feet? Okay, so now let's just see which couch is longer than 8 feet. So, Wayne's couch is 7 feet long. Jenny's couch is 2 feet longer than Wayne's. So, that means it is 7 plus 2, 9 feet, because that is 2 feet longer than Wayne's. Ali's couch is 1 foot shorter than Wayne's. So, Ali's couch is 1 foot shorter than, so then that would be 6 feet. So the question is, which couch is longer than 8 feet? So the correct option is Jenny's couch. Option number one is the correct option. At a children's clothing shop in the mall, tank tops are 18 inches long, sweatshirts are 2 inches longer than tank tops. So how many inches long is sweatshirt? So which is the correct option? So the tank tops are 18 inches long and the sweatshirts are 2 inches longer than tank tops. So 18 plus 2 makes 20. That means sweatshirts 20 inches longer. Option number two is the correct option. Got it? Noah's ice cream cone is 7 inches tall. Lebrine's ice cream cone is 4 inches taller than Noah's. Who has the shorter ice cream cone? So which is the correct option? Obviously, the Noah's ice cream is shorter because Lebrine's ice cream is 4 inches taller. So then that means Noah's ice cream is shorter. In Pamela's living room, the rug is 6 feet long. The bookshelf is 2 feet longer than the rug. The couch is 2 feet shorter than the rug. How many feet longer the bookshelf is? So, which is the correct option? The correct option is bookshelf is 2 feet longer than the rug. Rug is 6 feet, so 6 plus 2 is 8. Option number one is the correct option. Very good. May's bench is 6 feet long. Annie's bench is 2 feet longer than May's. Joe's bench is 3 feet shorter than May's. Who has the longest beach? Longest. Who has the longest bench? Annie's has the longer bench because Annie's bench is 2 feet longer than May's. And Troy's bench is 3 feet shorter. So then the correct option is Annie's. Janet's shovel is 18-inch long. Lacey's shovel is 2 inches longer than Janet's. And Treno's shovel is 5 inches shorter than Janet's. Which shovel is longer than 19? Lacey's shovel is longer than 19 inches. Michael's house is 12 feet tall. Reagan's house is 4 feet taller than Michael's. How many feet tall is Reagan's house? So, which is the correct option? That is 16. Option number two is the correct option. Ria's birthday card is 9 inches tall. Rina's birthday card is 1 inch shorter than Priya's. Nina's birthday card is 1 inch taller than Priya's. Who has the tallest birthday card? Who has the tallest birthday card? Nina's birthday card is 1. Nina's birthday card is the tallest. The correct option is Nina, option number two, because Nina's birthday card is 1 inch taller than Priya, so that is Nina's. Option number two is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Which customer unit of weight is appropriate? Let's just start with the lesson. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a golf club? £1 is a better estimate. 1 ounce is too light. Let's just start with the test questions. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a picnic table? 37 ounces, 37 pounds. The correct option is 37 ounces because 37 pounds is, I think, too much, but that it must be 37 pounds. See, because that is a table, so it must be 37 pounds, right? Which is a better estimate for the weight of a bicycle helmet? 14 pounds or 14 ounces? That is 14 ounces because 14 pounds is too much for the helmet. Which is the better estimate for the weight of a cat? The weight of a cat must be weight of a cat that must be 10 pounds because 10 ounces is too small for the weight of a cat. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a pair of socks? The weight of the pair of socks must be 6 ounces because 6 pounds is too much for the weight of a socks. Basically, ounces is a smaller unit used to weight the things that have less weight. Pound is the unit used to measure the things that have more weight. which is the better estimate for the weight of a chicken. That is 6 pounds. Option number two is the correct option. Which is the better estimate for the weight of a box of crackers, 6 pounds or 6 ounces? I think that must be 6 ounces because 6 pounds is too much for the box of crackers. Which is the better estimate for the weight of a golf club? That is 1 pound. Option number one is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a water balloons? Water balloon that must be 5 ounces because 5 pounds is too much for the weight of the water balloon. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a slice of pizza? So, which is the correct option? That's a piece of pizza. So that must be 3 ounces. Option number one is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the weight of the pizza? That must be 2 pounds because that's a whole pizza, not a piece of pizza, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yours ability today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is which customary unit of weight is appropriate? Which customary unit of volume is appropriate? Let's just start with the lesson. I'm going to start with the test questions. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a washing machine? So, which is the correct option? The volume of the washing machine is 23 gallons, right? 23 cups is too little for the washing machine. That must be 23 gallons. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a coffee mug? 25 tablespoons or 25 quarts? That is a coffee mug, right? So that must be 25 tablespoons because 25 is too, quarts is too much for the coffee mug. Option one is the correct option. Which is the better estimate for the volume of a bucket? Which is the correct option? The volume of the bucket must be 38 fluid ounces. Option number two is the correct option. Oh, that is fluid ounces is a smaller unit than paint. Sorry. So that must be 38 paints because that's a bucket. So bucket has too much. So that must be paints. The bathroom sink must be 3 quarts. Option number two is the correct option because 3 teaspoons is too little for the washing sink. Which is the better estimate for the volume of a glue? 1 cup, 1 tablespoon. The glue that is just 1 tablespoon, maybe 1 cup, if I'm not wrong. Yes, that will be 1 cup. Got it. Which is the better estimate for the volume of a paper shaker? 2 gallons, 2 fluid ounces. Paper shaker, that must be 2 fluid ounces because 2 gallons is too much for the volume of a paper shaker. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a can of tomato juice? Volume of a tomato juice is can of that must be 46 teaspoons. Option number two is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the volume of plastic shopping bag? Shopping bag that must be 5 pence. Option number two is the correct option. Which is the better estimate for the volume of a laundry detergent cap? The laundry detergent cap must be four. I think fluid ounces is a bigger unit. I forgot again. I think that is 4 fluid ounces. Let's just see. That is 4 fluid ounces. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a teacup? So, which is the correct option? The volume of a teacup must be 12 teaspoons. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So, we were working on grade 2 math. The chapter we were working on is unit of measurement. The lessons we have covered today are which customary unit of length is appropriate, customary unit of length word problem, which customary unit of weight is appropriate, which customary unit of volume is appropriate. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more any of the lessons, you can simply click on that button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So you can please ask questions if you have any. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions? No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.